First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Colts at 5-9 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Flushed out right. Got him there, and it's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Richardson out of the shotgun. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Richardson to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
2nd down and a yard.
Hurry, hurry!
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Warrior 70.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Check.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Stroud out of the gun here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hurt! Right there, hurt! Ready,
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Panther Street. Check out.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. There, Richardson back to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
7 Pirates! Let's go!
Now Richardson. That complete to Downs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tank Dell. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable now for Allen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
1st and 10. It's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception.
Okay,
tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Buffalo 18.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Ready,
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
18, Rattler, 8, go.
Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Richardson working from the gun. Throw out left, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take...
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Oh, a nice spin. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again, it's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
19 Lions.
And Stroud now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Stroud on third down now. On a slant, here's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Buffalo 18. Go.
The throwing again is Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready.
Pierce now up the middle. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
18, Rattler, 18. Ready.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, trap 60, trap 60.
Now Stroud. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Warrior 70.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their 1st touchdown of the game.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On third down, here's Richardson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard. Throwing now is Stroud. Delivers another into Pierce. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, here's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Motion man right, that's Pierce.
Ready, ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Taking it right down Broadway. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 13.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Go, Reed. Go. Go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this 2nd half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Roll, roll, roll.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready? Hey, smash Broncos!
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Stroud to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This is 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, Mustang 19. Ready?
Here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw with Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Stroud looks to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready, set.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Stroud back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left. And a field goal would send us to overtime. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're...
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Texans 27, Colts 23.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.